It's there. Next frame, it's flipping there. What? And then it goes again. Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to UndercoverETuk UK. We've got an absolute banger for you today. So those orbs that were flying around before the drones went up into the air and muddied the waters, remember the ones over RAF Lakenheath, RAF Fairford? We've got a news clip from Oklahoma showing one of these things. I think it was just a few days ago. We've got Les Copeland that's emailed me in some footage from San Jose taken last night, right? So we're going to look at up-to-date footage of this stuff. They're not drones, there's no blinky blinkies, it's just a stationary object, far too flashy to be anything else. We're going to look at it, folks. We're also got, so thank you Robert Shape, first of all. I asked for some ghost evidence the other day, and Robert's the only one who come in with an email to me. And to be honest with you, we don't really know if it's ghosts. It could be something interdimensional, I don't know. But the interesting thing is, it happens during a Laker game in 2010. Amazing. I'm sure you've put it on your channel already, but I'm going to play it again. It's flipping awesome, Robert, so thank you, mate. We've also got Maggie in Australia. She's had UAP crossing the road yet again, but this time she's... do you know what, Maggie? You've not mentioned this, at least I don't think you did. But there's another object that comes right by you, and I'm going to check it out for you. So we're going to look at that. Right, folks, let's get into it. First of all, let's start off with the news. Unfortunately, folks, people that were asked to go and work at Area 51 way back when have gotten sick or are getting sick. And it's down to the radiations and stuff, obviously, whether it be out in the desert or in a lab. But they claim they did some crazy stuff and they'd like some support. Check this out. We've got to listen to what they've got to say. And I feel like this is just, like I say, it's on the verge of coming out, all this. So we need to be well informed. We need to know exactly what's in the skies. And there's likely stuff going on that even these people don't know about. So keep that in mind. Let's check it out.
They keep us classified to protect themselves.
A group of Air Force veterans and a DoD contractor say they have been sickened, even disfigured, after being stationed in the desert in the mid-'80s to early 90s.
I assumed it was safe. They still send people there.
A position of pride becomes a bitter bite of betrayal.
Did you have any idea what you were being exposed to?
None. None of us knew.
Air Force veteran Dave Creet's son, born with a brain tumor.
It's the worst. Those are the most innocent victims.
These veterans say they served at the Nevada Test and Training Range, which encompasses the infamous Area 51, a remote spot that hosted nuclear testing both underground and atmospheric. Since the 1950s, their work so secret there would be no record that the men ever served in the windswept desert.
What was so top secret about this work?
It was the technology behind it. That's what we were there to make sure nobody got.
They still can't talk about most of their work on the range, but the one mission they can now disclose, guarding the F-117 Nighthawk, America's first stealth bomber.
We ended the Cold War, truly.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
The story begins with a reunion barbecue back in 2016 at veteran Dave Creet's Las Vegas home. Air Force buddies who hadn't seen each other in decades make a startling discovery.
So I asked the guys, we're just sitting around drinking beers. I said, you guys, I got this lump on my back. And I don't know, has anybody else got that?
I said, yeah, I had one of those. I had it removed. It was the size of a grapefruit.
6 out of the 8 vets had benign tumors called lipomas. The 7th said, I don't have any, but my son was born with one.
I just kind of confirmed it. There was an issue. Where we were, that's the one common denominator, is we were all there.
Veteran Mike Nemsick has the same tumors starting around his eye, then multiple cancers.
It was to the point where I felt forsaken. I thought, my God has forsaken me.
His 4 bouts with cancer, starting at just 38 years old, have taken a toll. Throat, salivary gland, bladder, and colon.
What was your biggest fear during that period of time?
That I would die and leave a young family without a father, without a provider.
I was just shaking my head. It's hard to listen to, isn't it? But these people would be employed to go and do a job, even if it's top secret. And in a nutshell, the rest of this news clip goes on to say that they've basically been left, at least the department within the government that that have the information on these guys are denying that they were even there, right? And they're suffering for it. And we don't know exactly what they worked on. They openly say that, you know, they signed the documents, the NDEs. They can't talk about it. Savage, absolutely savage. And look, you signed the NDE, you got a job to do, you expect to come out the other side or know all the dangers, and yeah, just ruins, absolutely ruins. Support these guys out in the US, honestly. Insane. Thank you, News Nation. You're doing a stellar job reporting on all of this as well. I really appreciate it. And we should honestly, this is all going to blow up soon. This is all going to blow up soon. And furthermore, these guys have managed to get someone to appeal to the Trump administration to look at this and to help and support them. And look, we'll see what happens there. I'd be really, really annoyed if it gets completely ignored, but it is what it is, folks. So yeah. Okay, on to Oklahoma. Flippin' heck. This was 1 day ago, so really, really not that long ago. Oklahoma City man makes unusual sky sighting. I assume this was taken at least a week ago. We'll try and find out. Let's have a listen, folks.
Hear anything and something's moving in erratic ways. It's in the shape of a jelly bean, but the interior was like plasma. It was just going like this, you know.
Chris Frederick has been a teacher for over 2 decades, and he currently works for a metro area school district. He showed us this video from January 25th. He's in his driveway off Northwest 21st in the Gatewood district. He said it all started that night when his wife wanted to go to Brahms, so they walked out to their car. But after a few minutes, neighbors were calling each other.
He started calling neighbors, and before long we were all standing out in the street and had our phones out.
Chris has been a drone pilot for about 10 years. He started working with them when he and his wife were realtors in Ardmore several years ago. He fired it up and attempted to fly his drone to get a better look at the object.
The sky at night, you have to have aviation lights or it's not legal.
But strange things started happening.
My controller talks to me and it said unable to take off, electromagnetic interference.
After he recalibrated a few times, he eventually got it in the air and took these pictures of the object, which he estimates is around 1,500 feet off the ground. His drone was at about 400 feet when he took the pictures.
It concerns me that something was up.
Look at you, mate. And look at all this here. Now, it doesn't seem like much, okay, these ripples. I've seen this before in a very compelling photo. A little bit of red hue here, like there's something going on, like this might be projecting something. Now, look, the moment this is seen, people will just go, that's a drone. You don't send up a drone to take a picture of a drone. You would know the difference, and I'm sure he looked up at his drone and it looked completely different to this thing. Secondly, this object was 1,500 feet in the air. His drone only went up 400. Okay, so that's the second thing. The third thing is I've got to enhance the shit out of this at least. Let's have a look. Just try and get the colour in there as well. I don't think it'll probably get taken out, but yeah, anyway, the point is, we've got sightings, guys, and this is the first one. Oklahoma, exactly the same as what they were seeing, in my opinion, prior to the drones. So that's where I'm at, and we should do the enhancement. Let's see how this has come out then. Oh, look at you, mate. Now, did you note as well, the guy said within the first couple of sentences, he mentioned the word plasma. And he mentions that because the object's moving around like a ball of plasma, right? It's the only way to describe it, which is why I use the word so flipping often. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Again, it's very different. Again, it's very different to what we normally see, unless there's something in there, and this plasma, this matter, is just covering it up. But it's so bright in the sky in that guy's clip. It's like glistening. So I would say this is probably more what we were seeing over America and in the UK over November and December. That's my thoughts on it, folks. That's my thoughts on it. Look at it. Yeah. Okay, Les Copeland, San Jose, California. He took this last night, bless him. check it out. It's pretty much what we were seeing before all the drones, right? Look at that, there's a plane there, look. Yeah, you see the difference. Now if this thing was flying towards Les and there's just a big lamp on it, we'd know about it, it'd be getting larger. But it's not, it's pretty much staying the same size.
There's the stars.
Yeah man, there's the stars. Not, you know.
It's not a star and it's not a planet.
At first I thought, is that the moon? But it's not giving off any moonlight really, is it?
Sure
It's,
is sparkling.
yeah, it's just glistening up there, look. And this is the phenomenon that we were encountering in the US and the UK November and December. There is a second video, I won't play it, it's the same clip pretty much, but a helicopter goes past it. I couldn't tell whether it was a military one or not, but clearly it was being noticed, you know. And interesting. There could be things flying around this as well. It's just one of them dark clips, isn't it? Just see if there's any close-ups worth taking. It's definitely got these, like, it's very similar to what we see all the time, isn't it? I mean, anyone that looks up at the sky would just be like, well, that could be anything. I mean, could it really be anything, though? Let's check that out. That looks quite compelling. Could it really be anything, though? I mean, what do we know that can do that? You know, just sit there, stationary in the sky, no fucks to give. Blinky, blinky, you know, bright like a Christmas tree. Just doesn't make sense to me. What could it be? Looks like we've managed to capture an object here. It's standing out from the rest, so let's give it a go. Now look, images are funny, especially when you're looking at a bright light, you know, especially at night time as well. It's not helpful, but it is what it is. We work with what we've got, and I can only do so much. Even after this enhancement, I can't guarantee that there's something there, due to the glitchiness of it, you know, the bright light, the nighttime shot. Don't really know what we're seeing, but there's something up there, that's for sure. Whether it's physical or not, I don't know. You know, it could be dimensional. Oh, look at that! Look at you, mate. It's clearly something there, right? I did feel like there was something there. We're just not getting that anywhere else. There's a few dots around it, and we normally see that around these things, and a bit of pixelation. You know, there's a few dots nipping around there, but we're not getting anything looking like that anywhere else in the clip. So that's my take on it. Les, it looks anomalous, mate, and it looks like there's something around it, or coming out of it, or going into it, or, you know. But I couldn't say for sure, mate. Like I say, with all the black pixelation, I might have just stopped it in a moment where it looks like a saucer right on this thing, you know. But as far as I'm concerned, when I see hockey pucks, we've always got a fat end and a skinny end. You know, that's all I can say. Thank you very much for sending it in though, mate, and keep those cameras in the sky. There's clearly these things that haven't left the US. They have not left the US. Okay, Maggie in Australia, check this out. So this one crosses the road, and she also gets another one zip past her. This is 50% slowed down, folks. Check that out. Look at that. And look at the size of it here. It's like a little pea. I'm just going to play this in normal speed for you guys. Look. Gone. And you can see the dives that it's taking as it moves, like the distance that it's moving in. It's ridiculous. What's that? What the flip? I didn't even see you, mate. You there? Then where? Maggie, there's one right down here. Where'd you go? So that goes off that way. Look at that. Bit of plasma coming off it there. Upside down hockey puck. Yes, mate. Look at that. It's just tiny and it's just right there next to you, Maggie. What the flip? Look at that. That's just perfect. It's just right on the ground. Can't believe it. I mean, I can, because you've sent so many now like this. But it's just getting... They're just getting closer and closer and closer. I mean, that goes invisible there. Look, it goes down to the size of a flipping pea. Literally. I've got to take that. A bit of plasma on that one there. Now, so, look, for anyone that's new to the channel, you're like, that's a bug, man. What are you going on about? It's way too fast to be a bug. Maggie's recorded these things nearly every single day, okay? And normally she gets a proper good sized hockey puck, but as these things seem to get closer to people, they get smaller. I shit you not. And it's just to a point now where I'm like, what the, like, dealing with the speed and all that stuff is one thing. Dealing with the size makes this job a whole lot harder. Look at this. It's there. Right there. I don't know what this is here, but this thing is right here. It's just blending in. Like, just looks like another stone. Flipping heck. Where does it even come from? Does it just come from the floor and appear there, or what? I can't see movement anywhere else where this thing might have come from. Anyway. Flipping heck. So we're going forward now. Sorry, this is backwards. So it comes in, goes into the ground, because where else does it f***ing go? Look. It comes in, this is backwards, this is forwards. It's come in. Next frame, it's gone. No, it's not. You mother flipper. Look at that. It's there. Next frame, it's flipping there. What? And then it goes again. What? There's an object already there, look. This thing's here. It goes to here. But look, there's an object already there. Now look. Now there's two objects, yeah? My hockey puck's gone from here to there. Okay? Boom. Both gone. What the flip? That's a hockey puck just sat in the road. It's not even there in that clip. It's just come up or landed. What the fuck? This thing comes across. Ends up here. Like in a frame. What the fuck? That's mental. Right, yeah. Anyone that thought this was a bug. There you go. It's not a flipping bug. Get over yourselves. And then. What has come back, this thing? And then it darts across, look. comes back, tags him again. Fucking hell, man, it's sat on the floor, look. And then as he goes past, it's like boom. Now, if this man goes past and it's not there, now it's here, look, boom. What? Now there's one object, there was two there. Any ideas, Maggie? I feel like there's just a hockey puck sat in the road there. What the hell? It baffles me. It really does. That's just weird. Absolutely weird. Wow. They were sat on the road. Oh, it's hard to process. I'm trying to understand what they were doing, if they went through the road or not. Look at that. Like, these are the power lines, so they're a bit hashed up, but look at that coming in from above. Look at you, mate. Flipping heck. Look at that for a shot. It's like a ring, isn't it? Oh, mate. What the hell is going on, eh? What do these things want with us? There we go. Bit of plasma coming off it, as I said. They're just getting so small. They're just getting so small. I don't know. These things they can hide right next to us. We wouldn't even flipping know about it. Ah, thank you, Maggie. That was insane. Right, on to the last piece of insane evidence of the day. Laker game, May 2010, sent in by Robert, a custodian file. He was watching the game. He just captured this. It was in a split moment. I don't even know how. This is just slowed down a lot, folks. There you go, ×8. You can see the movement of the players. Yeah, they're barely moving. Like these people are, you know, playing basketball right now. Okay, they're just barely moving. Look at this thing. What the hell is that? And it's just seemingly flashing up in front of these people. Are these people not able to see that? Is it just the camera picking it up? What the hell? Is there a screen there stopping the ball from hitting someone that we don't know about? I mean, I don't think so, right? So, we know there's not a screen there. It's just not. And it's gone. It's just gone. Let's watch it again, folks. Do you know what? I will play it again. I just want to screenshot that and just see what I can do with it, you know? I mean, this thing is emitting light and energy like you wouldn't know. Like, what the hell? Purple, yellow, really dark purple there. Something there, maybe? I'll take that as well. I'm going to investigate this as much as I can, but it is what it is. Like, it's just a... I just don't get this. This is phenomenal. I mean, it's happening right in front of these people, and they don't see it. And a lot of people will go, well, that's fake, Rob. Well, it was on live TV and spotted by Robert, a custodian file. This isn't something that they would make up just to throw out there in the middle of a Lakers game. You know? How are they not seeing that? And to me, this all happens within like 1.5 to 2 seconds, I think. So it's not like it. Like, look at the movement of the players, right? They, you know, you could say, you know, a second's probably passed by now. This guy's clapping away. Looks like his bloody... Oh, I thought it was his hand. He's clapping with a newspaper or something. I thought, oh, that's a fucked up hand. Yeah, it's probably a good 2-second clip, right? I'm just... The more I look at it, the more fascinating it is. I mean, there are lights here, but they wouldn't show up like this, pulsating like that, going in and out. For this to happen, there would have to be something shining on the camera, and then you'd just get a lens flare, like a blinky lens flare. This looks freaking weird, man. And then it's just seemingly gone. Maybe it was the aliens from Space Jam trying to get in for a game. I don't know. It's 1, 2, 3 lights that we can see. They're blinking individually. See, these two are coming on before this one is. The sporadic. Actually, they're going off at the same time except for this one. At the end, they just all go. Flipping weird, man. Let's just do an enhancement of that. I don't no idea what we're looking at. Look, it's not ghosty wosty stuff. Well, you know, it looks more like a portal or something. Something that's the camera's picking up there that these guys just aren't seeing. I'm sorry, if they saw that, they'd be flipping out of their chairs. This is some crazy interdimensional shit. They look like cartoons, don't they? Oh, I don't know what to tell you guys. I just don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, is that a person? Is that a person? Oh, it's hard to interpret. It's just a. I don't know. I don't know what it is, right? It's hard to interpret. It could be something in there, or someone, or a form, or a being, or something. It's got a shape like a being of some sort, right? It's got a bit of whiteness here, but then like the purple itself just looks like someone stood upright, doesn't it? And then inside you've just got this white whatever it is. So, I don't know. It could be an entity with a purple aura around it. No idea, folks. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Really interested in that one. Thank you, Robert, a custodian file. And that's all we've got time for today. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe to the channel as always. UndercoverETuk UK. We need your support. Support the publics for evidence. Support disclosure, which is just around the corner. I'm fairly confident now, folks. Thank you. Take care. All the best. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.